Got two more. In the poetry of AIDS and the writing about AIDS, there's less material that addresses the effect of AIDS on biological family members rather than the chosen family. But David Matias, who was born David Rodriguez in El Paso, Texas, did frequently in his work. This poem is called Concealed. It's about his mother's trip that she made from Texas to Provincetown, where he lived, in order to see him. My mother came 2,000 miles to visit me Labor Day. I know she talks about pain with only a few, maybe her husband. She is cooking in my kitchen. She needs no book, no written recipe. It's all in her head, an algorithm. The measurements are magic, and her loneliness I romanticize, like dancing with a broomstick. Early one morning, she picks shells at low tide in front of my house. Central Texas has no such wonders. She is 65, a retired school teacher, bending to touch wet sand. Barefoot, knocking her shoes near the door, she asks what it means when the two halves of a shell are still closed. It's alive, Mom. Like an offering, she sets them on the brick landing. I let her attend my therapy session, knowing she gets few chances to hate death, to be angry at the rope tugging her only son. Mom cries to my therapist, scared I don't tell her the truth long distance, over the phone, when she asks, "How are you?" She feels I protect her, keeping honesty hidden beneath my reply. When I return to my home, which faces the bay like Courage, I complain about the stinking mess of sun-heated sea clams, now attracting a pester of fat flies. Throw them away, Mom. She tosses the cream-white shells into the thicket of pine bushes and smiles to herself. Why did you keep them, I bark? I was hoping there might be a pearl inside. I excuse myself to another room, my love for her at that moment absorbed into a pillow. My disease has made her weak. She claims she survives by getting strength from me. She told my therapist, I cannot believe how brave my son is, who instructed her to look at me and tell me. Purse at her feet, Kleenex wadded in her palm. I can't believe how brave you are. Mom, I often feel like a coward, frightened. But I need to hope there is a treasure amongst this smell, this horror. It will open to us, showing itself to be unearthly, a faith greater than all the ocean's jewels.